Hey guys, welcome to the video today. In today's video, I'm going to unbox, and then if there's any type of assembly, I'll go through that. This is the Greenworks 17-inch push mower. This is the 60-volt version. Before we begin, make sure that you're wearing the proper safety equipment and take all safety precautions. All right, guys, I'm going to start by taking everything out of the box and getting it organized. Here's the paperwork that came with my lawnmower. Make sure that you read through all of the paperwork that came with your lawnmower and any information that came with your lawnmower before you start the assembly process. Okay, so kind of following the instructions here, I'm gonna, set this up. There's like these lock pieces here on the side that kind of lock the handle in place. Looks like right there is where it goes. There's like a notch here. So let's just put that in there. And then, it kind of shows this going the same direction here. There we go. Just like that, was pretty easy. Okay, that's locked into place. Now, we're going to put on this other part here. This part here is going to go like this. And it looks like there is two different spots. I'm gonna put it on this one here. So, and then there were these pieces. Oops, okay. So let's get this back on here like this. And then this piece here like that, and then this goes on here, and it kind of has like a oops, I wanted to show you this. Get this out here. There's like a groove on the back here, so you can, feel it. Make sure that it just sits into place there. Okay, let's get this back on. And let's just leave that in the I guess you got to leave it in the down position, because if you don't, it gets too tight. Kind of how it shows it on here. So, okay, I'm going to put that in there like that. Let's get the other side here. Let's loosen this one up, just so I can get this other one on here. Like that. Kind of tighten this down, kind of go evenly as I can on both the sides here. Okay, so I got these tightened down. Just tighten them down, as much as you can by hand, and just kind of go evenly on both of the sides. And you want to leave these handles in the down position like they are, because if you undo them, go back this way. probably can make this nut here can get too tight. And you might not, be able to shut those correctly. Okay, so now with the cord, there's a spot for the cord to go here and here. So let's see here. I don't want to damage the cord, so let's see here. Just be gentle and try to fit it in there. There that goes, just like that. Now let's do this one here. Just like that. Okay. Shows, let's take a look at a picture. Shows it going like on the inside, like that. So I'm just going to turn those like that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put the rear bag on, because that is, I plan to bag the grass that I cut. Take the bag out of the plastic here. Okay, there's one of these things in there. Just make sure to remove that. Maybe there will be more, but there was one in here. Okay, I wanted to include this in the assembly video. I took the battery out here and I unplugged the safety key and then took the battery out. But I noticed when I was cutting there was a lot of grass, and so I thought something was wrong. I left the mulching piece in here. So there's a part right here. I just squeeze on the sides and then I can lift that out. Now I can put the bag back on. So this is like the piece for when you're mulching, which I did not want to do. So let's put the bag back on here. Get the mulching piece over here for now. There we go. Now this shouldn't have grass going everywhere. Here's kind of an up close of what the mulching piece looks like, and here's the right here. I just squeezed in on the side there, and then I was able to just lift this up and remove it from the mower. So this and this piece here and this piece here, this one here and this one here, there's a spot for them to rest in here, just like that. And then we're going to set this down, just like that. Okay? Okay, let's take this stuff out of the package and get the battery charging. Here's what the charger looks like. Okay, so I have the charger plugged in. Just had to take this thing off the plug. And then I have the battery here. And we're just going to put the battery in here. Just make sure that it's seated all the way into place. Oh yeah, you can hear the charger turn on. Give you guys a closer look here. And yeah, when the battery is fully charged, I'll be back and we'll go from there. Okay, while I'm waiting for the battery to charge, I want to talk about the height adjustment button, which is right here, and then also the current height that the lawnmower is set at, which is right down there. So I can adjust the height of the lawnmower by pressing down on the height adjustment button, and then either lifting up on the handle that's right here, or pushing down on the handle that's right here until I get to the height that I want. So I'm going to show some examples here. I'm going to push down on the button, and then lift the handle up, And when I get to the height I want, I just let off the button, and then you just want to make sure that it's secured into place. And then another example here, I'm going to push down on the button, and I'll go down to like a height of 3. And then when I got there, I just lifted my thumb off the button there, and then just checking to make sure that it's secured into place. Okay, so the battery's still charging, but I wanted to show inside the battery compartment here. So I'm going to lift open the door, and right here there's a safety key. So before you install the battery, you want to take the safety key out. You want to unplug it. Let's take this out here, just like that. That's there, so the motor is not supposed to start until the safety key is put in to the lawnmower. So you want to have that out when you're installing the battery. Just always be safe no matter what. But yeah, that before we put the battery in, before you put the battery in, make sure to take the safety key out. I'm just going to set it right there for the moment, and then shut the battery compartment door. And it looks like it's held in place by magnets. I just wanted to give an update on the battery charging. If we look at the top of the battery here, see how the starting from the left, the first 3 lights are solid green, and that last, the 4th light is blinking. So I think that this is getting closer to being fully charged, but I did just want to show that. So the 4 lights on the top of the battery are solid green now, but the light on the charger is still flashing, so I'm just waiting for that to turn solid green. Still waiting for the battery to charge. I'm just going to take off this, it's like a plastic piece here that's over the Greenworks logo. And still waiting for the battery to finish charging, so I'm just going to take off, there's another plastic piece over the 17-inch. There we go. Okay, so the light on the charger stopped blinking. So the battery is charged. So I'm going to take the battery out of the charger. I'm just going to set it down right here, and then I'm going to unplug the charger, and next step, I'm going to put the battery into the lawnmower. Alright guys, so now I'm going to install the battery here. I'm going to lift up the door to the battery compartment, make sure that the safety key here is not plugged in, and then just you want to make sure that you put the battery in the correct way. So like back here is where, right back here is going to go facing towards the bottom, because if you look down into the battery compartment, that is where like the prongs are. And I'm just going to slide this in gently. And just waiting for it. Okay, we're just gonna, we want it to snap into place. There we go. It took, you know, a little bit of pressure, and I just held on to like the front side of the this part of the mower here to get it into place. And then to eject it, there's a lever right here, so I'm going to show that. And you don't want to put the safety key in until you're ready to start the lawnmower. But to eject the battery, I'm just going to press down on this lever here, and then can take the battery out like that. And let's just put the safety key back in there. All right. All right, guys, I hope that this video was helpful, and thank you so much for watching. I am making another video where I use the lawnmower and test it out and give my review. I'm going to see how it works. The grass in my yard is a little long right now, so I'm going to put this to the test. Make sure to check back for that video if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.